Yo, what's going on? It's David. Welcome back to the channel. As always, remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So, if it's not too much trouble, man, share the stream, subscribe to the stream. I would really appreciate it. I'm saying the stream, I'm in the channel. So subscribe to the channel, share the channel. It really help us grow a lot. So but yeah, so today is a Saturday, right? I'm not going to take up too much of your time, but I do want to kind of take a little bit of your time. I'm going to touch on a couple little things here, and the two main topics for today. First, I want to give an update on our May dividend portfolio. If you saw my last video, I gave a breakdown of our April portfolio. We had a really good month in April. I think we're going to pass that here in May. So I'm excited about that. April was the best month we ever had, and I think May we're going to top that. So I want to give an update so far. We're only 10 days in, but I think we got a bulk of our dividends in so far. And so we're going to see what we're expecting next and see if we can top what we did in April, which I think we're on our way to topping that. So I'm extremely excited about that. I think we're on our way to $700 in dividend income this month. So that would be amazing. And then second, I want to get into my complete portfolio breakdown. I'm going to show you all my Fidelity accounts and my Robinhood account as far as my long-term portfolio. So I'm just going to break down each account. And, I want, would like some feedback on what you guys think is the best portfolio, any critiques, any improvements that you think that I can do on my end. So, but hopefully you guys learn something. Hopefully you can take something away to help with your portfolio. That's the goal of the video. So without further ado, let's jump right into our right into our May dividends to see where we stand so far. And so just bear with me 1 second here. Boom, here we go. So if we scroll down here, you see, well, let's scroll up first. So you see January, February, March, April. We are in May. And you see what we've collected so far in May. If we scroll all the way down, we are at $622.50 so far in the month of May regarding our dividend income. And in April, we had $682.14, which was the highest we ever had. March, we had $568.86. February 479.77, January 247.56. So far this year, we're already at $2,820.83 in dividend income. So like I said, we've already touched $622.50. So let's just scroll up here and see what we've received so far in May. And let's see, starting up here, we have an AMDY, AMZY, which is a big one. And if you're not familiar, AMDY is a yield max that follows the AMD put stock, and AMZY is Amazon yield max. So I always say this. First of all, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. I am not a financial advisor. And I know a lot of people are not excited about high yield dividends. They don't believe in them. And I understand where they're coming from, but like I said, I think it's also a skill set that you have to have, or kind of how you build your portfolio. And you're going to see that in a few minutes when we look at my complete portfolio and how I build out my yield maxes and why I think it's safe to have yield max in your portfolio. So CONY, which is the yield max that follows Coinbase. So we received $288.85 from that. And I also want to say this is a combination of my portfolio as well as my son's portfolio. So just the FYI when you see the dividend income. So we received a nice dividend from the Coinbase yield max, down from the 346 we received in April, but 288 is pretty good so far. So Costco, we had $1.28. Cisco, you see, no, I'm sorry, that's CVS, $2.17. Have our Divo, which is $5.38. This is a Google Yield Max. We received $53.86. Big increase from last month. So I was excited about that. JEPQ, one of my favorite ETFs, $57.81 total. Maine just paid $3.67, or it's going to pay, but I think it's I saw the upcoming dividend in my Robinhood account, so I'm okay with that. $3.67. NVDY, which is a yield max that follows NVIDIA, $30.22. QQQY, $26.89. This was actually in my son's account. I did sell this position in my son's account and bought more NVDY for him. So due to the timing, we received the QQQY dividend for the month, and he also received a dividend for NVDY. So that was a good $21 of the $30 was in my son's account. So FYI on that. So total, we received so far $622.50. And let's see what we're expecting for the rest of the month, because I think we're going to hit $700 pretty easy here. So if I'm not mistaken, Apple is going to pay this month. So we're expecting the Apple dividend roughly around the same. Well, it's going to be a little more. Remember, we're doing our Apple challenge. I'm expecting about $27, $28 an Apple. AMZA is a monthly paying ETF I have in my Charles Schwab account. One of my accounts I may have one or two positions in, so I'm not going to talk about that later on. But I expect to receive somewhere about the same amount in this for May. So you see 733, 728, 723. I believe January was a combination of a few payments they did, which it was 3 payments. So I'm expecting $7 and some change as well in May. I'm expecting a small amount of CLM. What else we expect this month? ET, I'm expecting well over this amount, at least $20 plus, because we've been adding since the last dividend payment. The payouts usually similar to the same. I think actually ET may have raised their dividend a little bit, so it's going to be more than the February payment. So we're expecting that this month as well. PFFA, ETF that pays us monthly. You see it's increasing every month. I expect that to continue because we reinvest those dividends. Why? And they pay roughly the same or close to the same each month. So we're expecting that amount, a little bit more than that. QLD, we're also expecting a monthly dividend, similar or probably a little bit more than the 2166. Hopefully, we've added some more since then. We also reinvest. We reinvest every month, so depending on the payout. And we're expecting a small amount in YMAG, our YMAG Yield Max, more than the 372 I'm expecting. So all in all, I think we're going to go past $700 this month, which is going to be a great accomplishment. And man, that's amazing when you think about where we started from. I remember getting those $20 a month, $30 a month total in dividends, and now we're up. We're going to pass. We had 682 last month. I think we're going to hit 700 this month. So, man, that's. I can only see into the, think about, the next goal to come, right? And I want to hit that $1,000 a month in dividend income. I think we're going to get it maybe around this time next year, maybe later on this year. Who knows? But just to see the progress that we're making is very exciting. It's very, 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 very exciting. So, and you see all these dividend payments, but as I show you in a few minutes, my positions are not about strictly dividend income, right? Dividend income is just a part of the journey that, let me switch off here. Dividend income is just a part of the journey of building a portfolio out. And it's just something else to add to to what am I trying to say? Add to, the hip, right? Add to your machine as far as building out the portfolio. So, it's You want to see growth in the portfolio. Um, you want to have dividend income in the portfolio. If you learn how to trade, you want to have trading income. It's a lot of aspects that come into growing your portfolio. I'm doing pretty well with growing the portfolio. Um, as far as the overall total gains in the portfolio, I do really well at that. I do. As you see, I'm improving. I'm increasing on the dividend income. So that's another arsenal. Is what I was trying to say earlier. Something else to add to the arsenal is dividend income. What I'm still working on, and I do struggle as I'm learning, is the trading part of it, and that's a struggle for me, and just like it was when I was starting off uh, building a portfolio. That was a struggle. It took me a couple of years to really get comfortable with a portfolio that you see or that you're about to see now that I have. It took a while. It took a while for sure. Like you can go back to some old videos I had, and I was all over the place. But now I'm settled into my how I build out my portfolio to my I know my style, I know what I'm comfortable with, and I know what works for me. And now it's just you know master my craft and expand on other aspects, and that's what I'm doing now. So without further ado, let's jump into my portfolios. Right, this is my complete fidelity portfolio, excluding my son's positions. Right, these are all my positions, and I also have my Robinhood long-term position as well. So what you won't see is my son's portfolio. I have two positions at Charles Schwab that you won't see, and I have one position in Webull that you will not see. But the others you all see, and you're just going to see what makes up my portfolio, my complete portfolio. So let's jump right into it here. And what I want is you guys' feedback. I want to know you guys' feedback of what you think about the portfolio: good, bad, improvements, strong points, weak points, weaknesses. I'm open to all. I just this is stock talk, right? I'm stock talk David, so we talking stocks. I don't take anything personal. Hopefully you can take something away from the video and learn from it, or something that you can probably add to your style of investing. But either way, let's jump right into it. So here we go. Boom. Here you see 7 portfolios. These are my current positions that I have right now in my long-term. Well, these are my positions, right? I'm not really a swing trader. I'm not good at just holding for short term, right? I buy positions that I feel are going to grow over time or provide me income, preferably both, or a little bit of both, right? So I'm gonna start with portfolio 1, right? Because I put this at portfolio 1 because this is what got me into the game, right? This portfolio let me know that, hey, this investing is real. It's not just BS, or it's not a scam or anything like that. This is the real deal. And when I first really had some money to invest, these are the positions that I bought, and I've added to this portfolio. It's portfolio 1 originally started out with Amazon, Google, Meta, which is Facebook, and Apple. Those 4 positions: Amazon, Google, Apple, Facebook. And from there, I've expanded, and now this is currently what I have. I did sell the Facebook out of this position, but as you see, I bought it in another position later on. But yeah, so this is where we at right now. So portfolio 1 consists of Amazon, Google, Apple, VOO, JetQ, Tesla, and AMZY, which you just saw my dividend income is the yield max for Amazon. So as you see, I do not load up my positions with yield maxes. I do not load up my portfolios with BS positions, right? So portfolio 1, very solid. It's my biggest portfolio. This is what put me in the game, and from portfolio 1 has growth a lot of other positions. I birthed a lot of other positions and a lot of other portfolios because that's what let me know, like, hey, I need to start looking at this a little bit more seriously and really build something out long term. So that's where you have portfolio one. I'm confident in all these positions: Amazon, Google, Apple, VOO, JetQ, Tesla, AMZY. And I get probably the best of everything from this position. You know, I like to have strong ETFs, which I believe in with VOO and JetQ. I like to have my growth, tech, and income. And I think that's what you see in portfolio one, and that's what I'm. You know, that's my baby, right? That's the baby right there. So you slide over to portfolio two. This is the portfolio with the most positions in it. You know, I don't believe in have now, right? I've learned over time. Now I like to have my portfolios from 5 to 10 positions, no more than 10 positions, because from there, if you get over 10, you may get lost in the sauce, right? So, and kind of hard to maintain and manage the right way, in my opinion. Just my opinion. I've had well over 10 positions in a portfolio before, and it was okay. It was okay, but now I like to just make it strong and pack a lot of punch. So with portfolio two, we have SMH, we have Berkshire, BRKB, we have the SPY, we have Waste Management, we have the ETFs, SCHG, and JEPQ. JEPQ is the only one that you're going to see overlap here because originally, if you saw the challenge I had last year, I had a JEPI/JEPQ challenge. I made a decision to sell the JEPI and just have JEPQ. So at one point, I have JEPI in one position, in one portfolio, and JEPQ in another portfolio. But now I have JEPQ in this portfolio. So that's the only time you'll see those positions overlap like that. So you have JEPQ, you have CrowdStrike, and then you have 2 yield maxes. This only portfolio you'll probably see 2 yield maxes, right? So you have CONY and then YMAG. I just talked about both of those on in the dividend portfolio, in the dividend income, which I just talked about. So that's portfolio two. I feel strong about portfolio two. I'm going to see, I know, some volatility with the CONY yield max, but it does provide a lot of income. From that income, I'm able to grow the rest of the positions in this portfolio. So I'm up on all these portfolios, by the way. They're all in the green. Every single one of them total is in the green. So, but SMH, strong ETF, BRKB, Berkshire. I don't think anything has to be said about that. The SPY, Waste Management. All these positions are great positions in my opinion. So, and they all serve a purpose. Portfolio three. This is actually my newest portfolio, and the purpose of this portfolio is I wanted to have an all ETF portfolio, no stocks, all ETFs. And the next rule had to be they had to be ETFs that I don't currently own. So in this portfolio, I chose XLK, so SOHH, which is a variation of the SMH, but I like semiconductors, so that's just my thing. So you see semiconductors spread across these portfolios here. So then you have the SPYI, which provides me monthly income. You have DGROW, you have VYM, you have VUG, and my risk position here is BITO, which is a Bitcoin ETF. That's a risk position for me. I understand that. Also, it provides monthly income as well. So I am extremely excited about this portfolio. It's only been open for 2 weeks, and I'm up total, small, but I'm up, right? So, and this is a portfolio I'm excited to grow. It's the all ETF portfolio, I think it's going to do a lot of positive things in the future. So I'm excited to grow this out over time. Portfolio four. Here we go again. We start off with our strong ETFs. We have SCHD. We have QQQ. These two are going to be the catalyst long term for this portfolio. Then AMD. We have Walmart. We have Broadcom. We have BlackRock. And there's our yield max, AMZY. All right. So this will give you a strategy, right? The purpose of me having the yield maxes in these portfolios is eventually they're going to be what's going to provide the income to help grow the other positions in the portfolio. So I'm going to take it may be a year, 2 years, 3 years to build out that income while still growing, other positions. But as time goes on, that income every month from these yield maxes, while they're going strong here, is going to help grow and feed into the other positions. So that's why you see them spread out like that. So that's just a strategy of mine. But I feel SCHD, QQQ, AMD, Walmart, AVGO, BlackRock, AMZY. I think that's a pretty strong portfolio, and that's why I'm up a lot in this portfolio right now. Let's slide over to portfolio 5. Once again, strong positions. Microsoft, Eli Lilly, PFFA was the ETF I like, QYLD, both PFFA and QYLD. Not only am I up overall on the position, they provide me monthly income that I just talked about on our dividend segment of this video. When they provide me monthly income, and I'm getting at least a share each month just from the reinvestment of the dividend. I also have Divo, which I'm building up, and then I have the yield max here, GOOY, and just to I think AMZY. I may have, with the reinvestment, I probably added 3 or 4 additional shares. Same thing with GOOY. I was able to add 2-3 additional shares just with the reinvestment. That's why you see that number steadily growing each month. And I believe in Amazon. I believe in Google. I think they're going to grow over time. So that's why I'm comfortable with those yield maxes those particular yield maxes in my portfolio. So portfolio 5 is doing really well. I've had Microsoft for a long time. I'm close to, I just added some Friday. So I'm almost at 15 shares of Microsoft. And I'm growing my Eli Lilly. I have well over 100 shares of PFFA and QYLD. That's why that dividend is able to produce as much as it is. GOY doing really well, and it's growing big time, as you see with the dividends that I showed you previously. So once again, portfolio 5 is growing strong. Now let's head over to portfolio 6, which is my second to newest portfolio outside of the all ETF portfolio and portfolio 3. So portfolio 6 consists of NVIDIA, Meta, FXAIX, VIG, CMG, TRGP, NYDY. So I'm sure I've already named a lot of your favorite ETFs so far, right? So you see the theme here, fill your portfolio with strong ETFs, right? That should be the backbone of your portfolio. Then you grow it from there, which however you want to go, energy, tech, growth, however you want to do it, income. But make sure that portfolio has some strong ETFs in it. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. Just my opinion. But portfolio 6 is doing extremely well. All you have to see is the return on NVIDIA this year, the return on Meta this year. We know FXAIX, which I have quite a bit in my 401k. So I was like, why not have it in my, in one of my regular positions? VIG, CMG, which is Chipotle. Once they announced the split, I say, you know what? Let me grab some Chipotle. Let me build it up, and let me just hold that long term. I think that Chipotle position can do what my Amazon and Google position did when I bought back in 2016. So I'm excited about this portfolio 6. Like I said, it's one of the newer portfolios. and it's going to do work over time for sure. Then let's go to portfolio 7. This is actually my Robinhood account. This is my long-term plays in my Robinhood. VTI, ET, Main, QQQM, XLE, AIQ. So this portfolio is doing really well. And in my Robinhood, I really focus on trading over there, trying to trade. I've been getting busted up lately because it's just a new thing for me with the discipline and trying to buy and watch it and then sell, so trying to see if I'm better at doing short-term trades or should I be doing leap options. You think with me focusing on long-term portfolio, I think leap options is probably best for me. So it's just something I'm trying to juggle for right now. But I know that's going to be a process learning how to trade. So it was important to establish a long-term portfolio. Because if it doesn't work out with the trading, I have this portfolio to lean back on: VTI, ET, Main, QQQM, XLE, AIQ. So I'm excited about each position in every portfolio. And I just think that over time, it's just going to be, it's going to work out well. It's going to work out well. I can't share with you the total dollar amount I have overall invested, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So from 2016, seriously starting, right, to 2024, we've able to do quite a bit of damage. And I think we built a solid foundation of what we want to do with our investing portfolio. And, now it's just being consistent on investing into the different positions. So that's it. That's my long-term portfolio right now. These are all my portfolios. And so let me know what you think. I would like you guys' feedback on what you think. You think I'm on the right track? What are some things you'll do differently? Let me know. Feedback is open. More importantly, this is about investing. This is about building your portfolio. This is about growing over time, and that's what I'm in the business of doing. So. So yeah, man, sorry for the longer video, but I wanted to get that off my chest here and talk to you guys a little bit about my portfolio if you're ever wondering what I'm invested in long term. So, those are my positions. Like I said, along with my son's account, along with a couple positions I have at Charles Schwab, and a couple, one position I have at Webull. So that's it, man. Remember to like, share, subscribe, leave some feedback. I would really appreciate it. Man, share this video, share this channel with somebody, one of your friends that's in, that maybe you want to help them learn about investing or, whatever, anything, if they already into investing, just share it with them. Let them, tell them subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to help, grow this channel and, want to be more consistent on putting videos out, but sometimes life gets in the way. But whether I put out a video or not, please understand that I am knee deep into this investing game, and this is just a way of life for me. When you pay yourself first, that's what I do. When I get paid, the first thing that gets paid is my portfolio. So I take this very seriously. I hope you guys are doing the same. We should all be investing. That's it's almost setting up to where you have no other choice. So get serious about it. Get your family serious about it, and let's take this thing to the next level. I will talk to you guys later. I'm out.